Hey everybody, it's David and Richard here on this Friday's Ask the Broker Show. We're talking about how to get maybe a reluctant seller to make some repairs ahead of time. That'll help avoid future delays and or, at the worst case scenario, cancellations of escrows. So that's the topic of today's show. What do you got on it, Richard?
Are starting to see some of that where buyers are doing the inspections, finding stuff, seller says no because they still think they're totally in charge, which is maybe starting to go away a little bit. So, and buyer walks. If buyer walks and this house stays on the market very long, they're probably going to lose value. Even if they get the same price for it, but they paid 2 or 3 more payments, they've lost some money already. So one way to maybe get the seller to do more to the house is come from the appraiser approach. Say, an appraiser comes into the house and looks for items that would affect health and affect safety and affect value.
Sure.
So why don't we look through your house and find some of those things and maybe think about getting those repaired before that even happens so that you'll get top market value. So there's one thing you might do, use the appraiser approach so it doesn't look like you're telling them to fix it. This is what the appraiser might ask for anyway.
Yeah, but use it validating maybe a third-party approach, and in doing so, you're really being proactive. I would essentially sit down and say you have 2 choices. You can sell it as is. The appraiser may have an issue with this. The inspector may find this, and this. At that point, the buyer could cancel if you're not open to fixing it, or we can be a little bit more proactive, take care of a few things, and eliminate it overall. So educating your client on the options and the possible outcomes of each of those will help maybe guide them in the right direction of it's maybe smarter to take care of them up front.
Yeah, well, that's why we're seeing from the Bay Area, which we're going to be doing more of as we keep evolving, them doing the inspections, them getting the work done, and them having disclosures ready to go so that we can get into escrow, eliminate a lot of our time periods, and close this baby faster. So it's coming. Just be ready to talk to your seller and get them to do something. And top market value is only to a house that's in top market condition.
Yeah, and that's the point of having that listing consultation. You're not only there to talk about price, but to help proactively identify these things to eliminate issues down the road. The last thing people want is to get 25 days into escrow, 20 days into escrow, and they back out because that's frustrating for the seller. The house goes back on the market. They're having to re-show. Showings are a pain if you're living there. You're having to clean all the time. So I think explaining those scenarios is the best possible solution. Yeah,
plans change because you were ready to move out next month. Now you're not.
Yeah.
You have to make another payment next month, which you weren't expecting to do, things like that. So let's get things in top condition so we can get top money.
Yeah. Well, guys, hopefully that helped. If you thought of anything that we didn't talk about today regarding this topic, hey, put it down in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And this Ask the Broker Show comes out every Friday, so tune in next week, and we'll see you then.